of us that don't have a radio frequency protected office, how long can you bleed out the homeopathics, and how should we go about making sure we store them and so that they don't lose their
The truth is, nobody knows. And the other truth is, it's a really important issue. Maybe I go way back. So when I came to the US, I was a pretty well-educated classic homeopath, when I came here. And so when I had my first job, I put people on the homeopathics that I was absolutely confident would work, and I saw no effect whatsoever. And at first I thought, well, Americans are that different, that they just have a different anatomy, physiology, or whatever. Thanks, Deb. Would you organize it for me, like later today, to have a constant supply of water? And then I had my own suitcase full of homeopathics that I came over with, and tried those out on the same patient that failed to, for example, I like belladonna for sleep, and some people have inflamed brains, and gave the patient my German homeopathics, and it worked. It was a homeopathic that was completely empty, and then followed that, I went to the lab of standard process and boron, and I realized they were producing this homeopathic, exposing them to astronomical electric and magnetic fields, Wi-Fi, and all that, and the remedies were basically dead when they left the company. And all you had left was a name to work with, and the placebo effect that's attached to the name. There was still like some effect, but there was virtually zero effect. And some of the homeopathic studies done in the US were done with those remedies, and they found exactly the same thing. They couldn't find an effect beyond the placebo effect. So basically, the American companies that I visited are almost designed to destroy homeopathy in that way, because they gave that to the universities. Oh yeah, test that, on whatever group of patients, and it didn't work beyond the placebo effect. Yeah, I could have predicted that because there was nothing in it. It was the emperor, had no clothes on. And so when we order the homeopathics in general from England, because unfortunately the German ones get caught at customs, but the English ones don't, because you have a traditional friendship with England that works well. Ainsworth is the company that we use, and we only use liquid homeopathics. This is my own research showed that the liquid homeopathics are much less vulnerable to Wi-Fi than the sugar pills. And all the sugar pills, now Hahnemann used saccharose to put the homeopathics on sugar. The Americans came up with the clever idea and said, saccharose is a bit expensive, let's put it on lactose. So all the homeopathic sugar pills in the US are on lactose in a population where 60% of the population is lactose intolerant. If you want to destroy a beautiful medicine, then do just that. And the interesting is also that lactose is very resonant with Wi-Fi, with the 2.4 gigahertz that we've had, and so it definitely destroys it. And so, so the liquids are relatively invulnerable, but not completely. And so what we recommend is that people get a chest of drawers made of metals. That's like a Faraday cage, and put the homeopathics in there. So you pull out the drawer, when you do testing, but you put them back in, so they're basically in seclusion. And the Viatrix thing only requires one larger box, because it's only 15. How many did I say? 15 remedies, I think. Yeah, and so it's not so difficult, but put them in a metal box, because it's just too. I'm very upset about this, because I had mentors and teachers who biologically were able to treat pretty much anything. Now, they had a working knowledge of about 600 remedies, which I certainly don't have. And destroying this beautiful medicine, I mean, there's been an assault on homeopathy in the US ever since the late 1800s, sort of, and now there's a huge assault in Europe. A medical doctor in Sweden who prescribes a homeopathic loses a license in Sweden. Same in Holland, same in France. So things have degenerated very, very quickly. And in England, there's an attempt right now, fortunately, is that the royal family is speaking out against it, because they've been always treated homeopathically since a few hundred years. And so there is that, and be aware when you look at the studies in homeopathy, the outcome studies look still pretty good, but the double-blind studies don't look very good. And when you look at what they used for the double-blind study, it's sugar pills with nothing in it. And then, of course, it doesn't test beyond the placebo effect, but so it's a bit of, my own office is not protected anymore. It was, when we moved in there, but there's been events, so we're bathed in electrosmog right now. And I watch my homeopathics I brought with me when I immigrated slowly dying. It's sort of like a sad thing, but it's, been, my practitioners, most of them don't really believe that Wi-Fi is that bad. So they still have their cell phones on, when I'm not watching. And it's kind of dangerous to shield your building. And when you put a cell phone on, it looks for the outside and hugely cranks up its radiation. And so it's, either all of us or none of us. And so right now it's none of us. So these are difficult issues, of our time. But I'm not recommending to get involved in homeopathy in a too big way, because politically it's not going to serve you. It's going to cast a shadow on you, in terms of the people that watching over us.